Here's a quick walk around of our 2018 Range Rover Sport. It's the 5.0 Supercharged V8 engine underneath. The car's finished in Yulong white with black accents. The Yulong white has a really nice, almost silver metallic color to it. The car does sit on 22 inch 9-spoke wheels. Do come from the factory. Getting a quick walk around to start, and we'll jump in and get a little more detail on the vehicle. The car wears a lot of paint protection film. We'll get in, but it does a good job of keeping the longevity of the paint underneath. Dial in a little closer. Car does wear film up here on the full front clip, hood, front fender, so you can see there. Again, on the front quarter panels as we work our way back, as well as the lower rockers, lower trim, door sills, and then again back here just behind the rear wheels. Diving a little closer, the flat nose, not uncommon to see some rock chips and things. You have one small mark again in the paint protection film right here between the O and the V. The headlights are also wearing paint protection film. They do have a few marks from some rock chips in them that we can see on close inspection. Again, a couple of small marks right in there. And again on this headlight, a few more spots that are again just in the paint protection film. The Yulong white, just trying to make sure the metallic shows through here. It does have this really nice, almost silver finish to it. Can really be seen in the direct sunlight. And again, getting dialed in, we do have paint protection film down here along the lower rockers, sorry, around the lower front splitter as well. Do have a mark here. And a couple more that come off quickly there. Moving on, looking down the side of the car. The driver's side here, again, car wears 22-inch rims. They are the 9 spokes, and it does have tires that are date coded to 2021 on them. They do show good tread. Down in, and a small bit of curb rash up here. Other than that, this wheel's in very good shape. Moving on down the side. No door dings or anything like that to notice. Again, back here, behind the front wheels, we do have some marks that are in the paint protection film. All on those lower running boards, the lower panel. A few marks, nothing uncommon. Up here, just kind of some speckles in the paint from what looks like other debris. It's likely come off those front wheels. Our black mirror cap here does wear paint protection film as well. And again, black trim going all up and along the vehicle. Now in here, I have a couple small marks right here behind the driver's side door handle. And then zooming in here, have a mark in the paint right there to note. It does appear there's a little bit of a faded line that should likely show through there. Likely from something like a shopping cart. We'll do what we can to get that clay bar off. Now here in the rear, looking at our rear wheel, again 22 inches, tires day coated to 21. Do have some curbing marks around a portion of the wheel, a couple of the spokes there, as well as some of these other areas shown. The black wheels tend to hide the curbing relatively well, especially if it's nothing more than surface level. It does look like I have a little bit of peeling here in the silver Sport logo showing through the black. And looking a little closer, I do have a few marks in our rear. As mentioned, there is paint protection film back here behind the rear wheels. You can see them there on the passenger side. And again over here on the driver's side. Again, some marks both in the film as well as around it from what looks like, likely stuff coming up off the road. Now, rear passenger side wheel does look like it's in very good shape all around. Little to no curbing with the exception of a small mark right there. Do have a couple of small things to note on this side in the paint. Have a mark here that again can work to see what we can do about getting that clay barred out. And then one that is through the paint here. Does look like I also have some small stuff right there at the front of the rear door on the passenger side. Again, mirror caps on this side in good shape. The black trim. Now this is mirrored on both sides, only really seen in a certain light, but it does look like at one point there may have been some sort of a trim that went along, potentially a bit of film that may have gone right along that. Can only be seen on really, really close inspection. But it does mirror on both sides of the car. And then up here in front, again looking front wheel on the passenger side. Small marks there. Again, the black rims tend to hide the curbing quite well. On the inside, I do have black leather. Go ahead and jump on in really quickly. Our black leather interior here is in great shape. Car does currently show 71,576 miles. Does have the dual screens on the inside, both high and low, with sort of the media all working up here, and then your climate control and other vehicle settings down here. I'm gonna fire it up. Again, interior here is in very good shape. So small marks that you'll see in the leather. Looks like, fingernail over time may have gotten to it, but nothing to be unexpected from a 71,000 mile car. Do have the ignition on. Sensor there reminded me that the door's open. We also have panoramic sunroof going all the way back, covering our rear seats. And again, pretty ample trunk space. Jump in here, as expected, fully automatic. With the privacy visor. Jump in here quickly, take her up and down the street. And again, just looking around on the trim on the inside, I do have this really nice looking, it's supposed to look like, I believe, brushed aluminum or some sort of a textured aluminum finishes. Backup camera again in the middle there. And again, car is powered by a 5-liter supercharged V8 engine. Car does have a head-up display, as well as numerous other driver's features. Blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise, pretty much the full 9 yards. So if you have any questions, please let us know. Always happy to answer them. And again, this is a look around our 2018 Range Rover Sport 5.0 V8 Supercharged. And again, it is a dynamic edition of the V8 Supercharged car. Thanks so much.